Hey guys, I'm Stephanie and this is Steph Stove. And how many of us love green beans, but we don't want them to taste like the can? So today I'm going to show you how to take canned green beans and turn them into some amazingly delicious Southern style green beans with not a lot of effort, but huge payout. So let's take these green beans and let's get them going amazing. Here we go. All right, over at our stove, I'm going to take Dutch oven here and go ahead and put it on the stove. Now we're going to start this out with bacon because bacon is going to give us that wonderful flavor that we need. Now I'm going to be using thick sliced bacon. You can use regular. You don't have to use the thick sliced bacon for this. But what we're looking for is about 6 to 8 slices of bacon. Because mine is the thick cut, and again, scissors in the kitchen really come in handy for this. I'm only going to be using 6 slices. Now I think if I was using regular bacon, I would probably use about 8 for this. So let me go ahead and count out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me one more. I don't want to short these any. 6 slices of bacon, and the one that I'm using, this is hardwood smoked bacon. Now, I'm not going to separate them at this point. It's just easier for me just to chop them together. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut these into little pieces. So I'm going to go cut these and then separate them, and then I'm going to cut them again to make them a little smaller. That way you don't have to take them apart one at a time. About 1 inch thick is about the thickness that I wanted those. So those look really nice. Let's go to this other little section. And then again, you don't have to do these one at a time. So just pull the chunk out and start chopping. All right, they will break apart as they cook. Now we're going to cook this on kind of medium-high temperature until our bacon gets nice and crispy, and then we'll move on to our next step. So I've got it on medium-high temperature. This is going to start cooking and get nice and crispy. We'll be right back. Alrighty, our bacon has gotten nice and crispy at this point. It's very hot. So I'm going to come in with and take this out. Let me change this to middle speed. Be a little loud. I'm going to take all of our bacon out of the pan. I'm going to reduce the heat just for a minute because I don't want to get it too hot with the bacon grease in there. And again, you want this very crunchy, your bacon. Try to get all of those little pieces out. And you can see they break apart really easily. They come out without any problems. Alright, so we're going to set this crispy bacon, doesn't that look delicious? We're going to set that to the side for it to cool. Now, let's see if I can grab this with some mitts. I'm actually going to take this pot and I'll take it off the heat for just a minute. And the bacon grease that's remaining, I want to be sure that I can get at least 3 tablespoons. And if you're not sure if you have 3 tablespoons, measure it. Okay, because you kind of need to be exact on this. So I'm going to tilt this over. Get 3 tablespoons. Now, if for some reason your bacon didn't render that much bacon fat or drippings, then you could substitute and even it out with some olive oil. But you do need the fat from it. And again, don't necessarily assume here because you don't want too much and you don't want too little. So you can see there's my 3 tablespoons. I had ample amount extra. So you're like, okay, well, what are you going to do with the extra? Well, in an old coffee mug, that's what I pour it up because this bacon drippings, bacon grease, is just like liquid gold. So I am not going to get rid of it. I'm going to pour it up and I will let it solidify, and then I will use it in other cooking. Okay, so let me get this poured up. All right, now that I've got this bacon drippings completely poured up, make sure that you don't have any running down the side of your pan. You don't want anything dripping. Now to this, we are going to add our cans of green beans. We're going to be using 3, and these are 14.5-ounce cans, just a regular size can. I'll get this one open really quickly. I'll give our pot a moment to heat back up. We are not going to take out any of the cooking liquid. We are going to pour it all in. So it's going to be sizzling for just a minute. Green beans, there's a little piece of a stem there. Get rid of that. The next one's already had these opened. It's 1, 2, and can number 3. Third can. And again, if you had any of those stems or bad pieces, go ahead and by all means pick those out as you're getting those ready. We're going to go ahead and move these around just a tad to get all of that fond that was on the bottom of the pan scraped off, because remember, that is flavor. Now to this, we are not adding any salt. Do not add any salt to this. We're going to come in, I'm going to add just a tad of brown sugar and like a little pinch, little bit of a pinch of brown sugar to it. That's it. Leave that to the side. Now we are going to cook this over high heat. So move your temperature back to high, and you're going to cook this until it comes to a boil. So I'm going to get it up to a boil, and I'll be right back. All right, we're getting close to that boil time, so I'm going to take those 3 tablespoons of bacon drippings and add those back to the pot. Because remember, those are flavor. Help to flavor and make those canned beans going from canned beans to amazing beans. All right, let's keep this going, getting ready, getting closer to that boil. All right, we've got a nice little boil going, so I'm going to reduce my heat to medium high. And remember, this is uncovered the entire time. These are going to continue to cook uncovered. We really want them to continue to boil, but we don't want it to be quite so rapid. Just going to kind of move these around. And these are going to continue to boil on medium high for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and we'll be right back. All right, these have been cooking for 20 minutes now. If you can see, there is very little cooking liquid. My liquid started about right where this line is right here. I don't know if you can see it. And it's cooked and reduced all the way down. So we have very little liquid left. Now it's still at that medium-high temperature. But at this point, we're going to take all of this bacon that we cooked earlier, this nice crispy bacon, and we're going to return it to the pot. Mix it around. You don't have to be real aggressive when you're mixing this. If some of the beans get broken up, that's fine, because traditionally they would not all be the perfect same size. Anyway, now we're going to continue cooking this at kind of the same medium-high temperature that we've had it at. And what we're trying to get now is for the remaining liquid to evaporate. This is going to take about 10 or 15 more minutes. And while it's doing this, the rest of the flavor from that bacon will be infused into the green beans. And then it'll be time for us to taste these. And some of the bacon pieces are getting broken up. That's fine as well. What's going to happen is, like I said, most of the liquid's going to evaporate, but also you're going to start seeing it almost sizzle at the bottom. The bottom will get even more brown because that liquid is going away. And you'll get a slight little sizzle to it. That's when we know we're ready. So let's let this keep cooking for about 10, maybe 15 more minutes. We'll be right back. All right, we've got about 5 minutes left, and you say, oh, it looks like all my liquid. Nope, I still have liquid. We're going to have 0 liquid when we're finished. So it's absorbing and evaporating. Those flavors are reducing. We still have a few more minutes. I just want to see if you get to this point and you still see liquid when you pull it back like that, keep on cooking. All right, let's give our beans a chance. It's sizzling. Look at that. no liquid. And we see some browning starting in the bottom of our pan. We'll let this go for just a few more seconds. You can hear that nice sizzle. Make sure I have no liquid and we have none remaining. Perfect. Look at these gorgeous green beans. All right, the only thing left to do now is to dip these up and get ready to enjoy them. Go ahead and dip these into a serving bowl. Look at that. Some of them get smashed just like if they've been cooking all day. Look how pretty those are. Just beautiful. And you can see there's absolutely zero liquid in the bottom of this pot. Even as I turn it so you can see much better, we have no cooking liquid at all in our pot. So that's exactly where you should be when you know that they are completely ready. There we go, our beautiful green beans. I'm Stephanie. This has been Steph's Stove, where today we took an old can of green beans and turned them in. Look at that steam coming out. Something delicious, like we've been cooking them all day, but with very little effort. Huge payoff. Look at that beautiful, beautiful big serving bowl of green beans. They are yummy. Now, I did pull out some so you can see them up close. For me, too, I need to cool them off because they are very, very hot. But they're full of good smoky flavor. Oh, man. And that flavor intensifies and gets all in them. Just delicious. So if you got some canned green beans and your family loves green beans, make them these easy green beans, Southern style. Just a few steps. And you're on your way to deliciousness. Just almost like that. So remember, give us a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button for more great content like this. Steph's Stove, we're making memories. One dish at a time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful evening.